guys.
Hello.
Welcome. We said we're going to increase our voices today. Welcome.
I sing.
I did part.
Wow. If you've not seen that video, we're party rubbish. Go and check our Insta stories. Anyways. So we're going to talk about 7 ridiculous fights we've had. And they're so weird because we actually had to think really hard to remember because we forgive so easily. We're like
We forgive and we forget.
We
We're
don't
not
even
of those
remember.
who say, I can forgive, but I can't forget.
Yes,
We literally forget
and
every time.
Every time.
But anyway, I think it's important to say this because one thing I always look for teachable moments every time. And one important thing about the ridiculous fights that we've had is that we can literally just look back and be like,
wow, bro. You were fighting with
silly
me because
fights.
of that.
And also, you can relate to them and say, I'm having these silly fights in my relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean that we don't get along or we don't see eye to eye. Of course, every situation is subjective, but sometimes couples just have like ridiculous fights.
Like, senseless.
Like you think about it and be like,
wow,
that was uncalled for.
So I think the first one that we thought of was...
No, I must share that one. Is it the one about the hooded guy?
Yeah.
I must share it because it touches me and I still stand by my I mean, I'm not, like I said in the last video, I'm not a fighty person. But I still stand by my disposition. Now this is what happened. We live in Abuja and Abuja is there's a lot of roads in Abuja that are lined by back. I think this is what I'm going to do in every video.
Your head is coming out of the camera, that's why I keep coming down. If I sit up, my head is
But like when you bend your back, you look like defeated. Imagine I did this. So guys,
see, your head is coming out of the frame.
yeah, it's better for your head to be cut than for you to be defeated. No, but the disposition is defeated. Like, don't listen to me.
Yeah, listen to me.
Totally, I'm tired. So listen to me, I'm confident. Right, so this is what happened. Abuja is lined with trees. It's a beautiful city.
Please, bro, let me advise you.
Yes.
You always have plenty background to the story, and your background to the story will not be longer than the actual story. Please summarize your
Okay,
background.
David says I will first talk about when I was born before I start to talk about what happened today. So let me try to get straight to it. Abuja is lined with trees, and it can be beautiful in the daytime, but at night it can be creepy and it can be used as a disguise for evil. And also, a background to this story is to consider recent times, and not even just recent times, the danger that women face in the society, the physical danger that women face in society. So that particular day, David, Sarah, if you know Sarah is our friend, our mutual friend. David, Sarah, and I were walking on an Abuja road. It was lined with trees. There were no street lights. It was dark. So I think David and I were already having like an issue. So everybody was just silent. We were all just walking. Just wanted to get home. Not to the same house, different houses. But so we're walking. So it was me. I don't even know. We were just walking, and suddenly I sensed that someone was behind me. I turn slightly, and I see this guy. He was hooded. He was wearing a hoodie, covered his head. You couldn't see his face. It was creepy. In that split second, I didn't remember that I had David, like I had a man with me that could jump in and protect. I just thought, oh my, like my normal, what any woman would think in that moment was to flee. So immediately I saw a hooded person. I immediately walked this way. Like I didn't try to save his emotions if he was a good guy and was just started to wear hoodie in the night. I didn't even think about it. All I thought was I have to be safe. And so immediately I moved into the street where there was some light. And Sarah saw what I did. She looked back, she saw him, and she also moved into the light. And immediately we did that. David figured that both of us looked back and we moved into the light. So he turned, he saw this guy hooded walking behind him, and saw our disposition that we moved into the light, and he got angry. So he didn't express his anger then, he just started sulking. David didn't want to say that he was sad.
Please.
he started giving us attitude. And so the guy, I think we even paused.
Wait.
The guy passed.
Okay.
Say what you're saying.
First of all, there was already something that was wrong before that thing happened.
Yeah.
So let me tell you the truth. The truth is that if there was nothing before that thing happened, right, I doubt you guys would have jumped the way you jumped. Do you think
there
you
was
would have jumped the way
nothing?
you jumped? Like, if we're all happy and like...
Yes.
Right.
I'm telling you that in that moment, I did
No,
not
I
know you
understand.
were there.
I
Like,
understand that.
I was
understand
scared.
That. I understand that. Right. Now, what I'm saying is that, okay, so finish. Let me allow you finish.
All
Sorry.
right, thank you very much. And so I think the guy passed, and I sensed that David was particularly not happy. And I said, "Are you?" And usually I know why David is not happy every time he's not happy. Like I can tell the specific reason, particular time when.
Continue.
The particular time when something upsets him, and so I say, "Oh, sorry." He said he was sad, not angry, and I say, Is this about us moving away so that the guy in the hoodie can pass?" And then he's like, "Yes, do you know how we feel?" I'm like, his emotions, my safety. I think there's one of those two is more important, and it's my safety. I cannot be thinking, "Oh my God, if I move into the light now, this guy might not be very happy, so let me just stay in the light." Many have died, many have been raped, many have been stabbed, many have been stolen from. I'm not going to be one of those, by God's grace, in Jesus' name.
Amen. My response, or my emotional response, was actually very logical, right? And I'm not saying that I had a right to be sad. Well, I think I had a right to be sad because I thought about it like, I don't know how I'll feel if that was me, right? That was what made me sad, because I'm like, and I guess it's the situation of life, right? It's the current situation of the country. People are afraid and all of that. So I can understand that will happen. But at that time, I was just sad that, and I saw the way they moved. They moved like we've seen an enemy and they ran. Do you understand? And I just felt like it was just an emotional response for me. Like, I can't imagine what I would feel like if people just ran away from me for nothing. I was just walking. I didn't even do anything. I didn't stomp. I didn't run fast. I didn't do anything strange. I was just walking at the exact same pace as you are walking in front of me, and two people in front of me just run away like they're afraid of me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And not to
I was
continue-
sad and I wasn't angry. I was just sad. I was like,
now you're acting
I
sad
wish.
again.
no,
And I
it's
think
emotional. It's emotional.
well, I think
No,
I like
your safety is valid, and I'm not disputing that. But my
but my
sadness
so
is also
yeah,
valid.
so
and
if,
I understand that.
I feel like if you were the see guys, it's already happening. I feel like if you were the guy, you're sort of entitled to feel sad, like, man. And even the sad you are feeling is not like you can just feel sad for the men race.
That's what I was feeling sad for. The men
But you were like not happy with it. You were like, why did you guys just run away like that? That was what you were like. You're like, it's not fair. The guy will feel bad, blah blah blah. And I feel like the sadness you should feel is like, man, hi, like I don't even
No,
have
you don't
bad
have. I
intentions.
feel like you don't have the right to determine the kind of sadness I will feel.
I'm just telling, yeah, I don't because
Yeah,
it's
you
your
don't.
feelings.
Yeah, it's my feelings.
But I'm saying that if you're going to be a truly aware, societally aware person and empathetic to the cause of the vulnerable, you shouldn't.
So that means you're saying that a guy might not be vulnerable.
Everybody in the world, as long as you're a human being, you're a
Exactly.
vulnerable person.
All right.
But there are certain demographic, I never get that word, that are more vulnerable, like because of the
True.
number
No,
of...
so this is not even, we're not debating this, right? I agree that you obviously had the right to run away the way you did because of the situation.
Yes.
Right, but I'm saying that my emotion was also valid.
Yes, but
And it's not a yours is greater than mine or mine is greater than yours. It's just we both had valid feelings.
Okay.
Right?
But I want to say something. And I know that everybody that does marriage counseling, they're just like, oh my God, bro, this will shut up right now because don't do it. Don't continue the argument.
Yeah.
But I'm not arguing. I just want to mention something that your emotions are extremely valuable and valid for a person. But as my husband, like
okay.
boyfriend, husband, I felt like
And
you can have a more refined emotion towards the situation.
yeah, and that's
Like I would love you to have a more.
I agree. At that time, and the thing is, I've grown since then. I didn't realize how scared women can be in these situations. So
yes.
it
I
did
know
dawn on
that.
me. Anyways, so that's it.
Yeah. Wow. This must happen forever outside the camera. I just try to like show you affection. Can you guys see that it's not over?
Why are you doing this in public?
Alright.
Bro, this is unacceptable.
Oh,
I can't
what's
believe it.
unacceptable?
Oh,
What?
nothing.
Next, on to the next argument. You're gonna talk about that
Not argument, scenario.
scenario.
Alright, so I remember once when iPhone 11 Pro came out, and I like Apple devices, right? And it was just amazing. I was looking at the ads and how really good the phone is. And I just showed Bro, I'm like, wow, bro, look at this phone. Like, it's really mad. First of all, I didn't say I want to buy it. Did I say I want to buy it?
Yes.
Eh.
You said I would like to get you an iPhone 11 Pro.
Okay, alright. Let me agree I said that. I said I'd like to get an 11 Pro, iPhone 11. First of all, the money is even plenty. So it's not as if. Alright, I said I'd like to get an 11 Pro. And Boro was angry.
Context.
Context is we were about to get married. We were gathering wedding money.
We were broke.
Okay. We were seemingly broke. We were not really broke. We were
You're
gathering
right.
wedding money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that I have the right to fantasize over something I want.
Mm-hmm.
If I say, oh, I'd like to get a car, like, should you be angry that I said I'd like to? It doesn't mean that I'm going to empty my account and go and buy the phone.
Yeah.
I was just expressing, this is what I like, this is what I like to get. Simple.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. I read his declaration of desire for the iPhone as a declaration to
of
want to purchase, and I was like, what? No, so this was what actually made it bad. You said, if you remember,
Yeah, no.
you said, and I'm not like I messed up, right? So, but he said, oh, I'd like to get an iPhone 11 Pro, and then I was quiet because I was like, yeah, I would like to get a house. And then he's like, I'm going to take a picture and put it as my screensaver. The last time I wanted something, I think it was a laptop. You took a picture of the laptop and put it as a screensaver and you bought it. So that was what got me. I was like, wait, if you're going to put anything on your screensaver right now,
What? I should put the bride price.
put the list my family gave you.
Let me explain. Let me explain how it works, right? If I put something like that, so think about it. Let me give you the example of my MacBook that time I didn't have a lot of money, so it was just on my screensaver because, like, you know what, I want to get this, and I just wanted to be in my front so that I have an idea, like, I really want to get this, right? I put it on my screensaver. I didn't get that laptop till 2 years after. So
that was the context I didn't know. So he just said it like, I put it as my screensaver and I got it. I'm like, oh,
all right.
Yeah.
And then the same thing would have happened. And if you want to think about it, so if I put the iPhone 11 Pro, right, as my screensaver, and I say that I want to get this phone, what it means is that if I put that thing on my phone, it means I'm going to have enough money to do every other thing I need to do and actually get the phone eventually.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah. That's what you explained to me, and I get
No, like, and I feel like what even made me offend, what made me sad was the fact that you assumed that I was going to use the immediate money I had to buy it, which doesn't even make sense to anybody. I'm like, why would I even do that?
I'm sorry. Pardonnez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
You're welcome. Next one. See how my hair was short.
No, and
See how my hair
also
was
see
short,
how the reconciliatory one, nice, kind. Next one, this one, okay, we were broke. I don't know, everything always sounds like we're broke. Because the first one we're trekking, the second one we were broke. We're no worried.
Let me tell you what borrow cause broke. Once borrow does not have money in account, she's broke. Even if you have savings somewhere or you have investment somewhere. And girls
when I say broke, I mean you don't have money to
that's
spend.
not the meaning of broke. Broke means you have nothing. That's not how you people were saying that you were broke. You now went to the bookshop to spend 20k. I'm like, what are you saying? Is that one broke?
Wait, oh my God, you're derailing.
I beg.
You're derailing. That's a separate
Continue.
issue.
Say we just say we didn't have as much money as we wanted. Which one?
See, the reason I'm saying broke now is because that was your anchor for this argument.
Oh yeah, now see.
We were broke. Or let me obey my husband.
No, don't obey your husband.
We do not have money to spend.
Me, I'm not.
You were the one that mentioned this reality during that
continue.
time. We didn't have a lot of money to spend, and
Let me just say now, when you cost plenty fight, if you don't blow now, you know you get.
when you have money, half your fight. Anyway, so we were kind of we didn't have a lot to spend, and I felt like we were long overdue for like an outing, a date. But I knew that he had a lot of like he was trying to get a lot of money to do several things. He had a lot of things on his priority list, and it would have been really funny if I said, let's go out, and I expect him to play. So, and he had been working so hard. I wanted to give him a treat as a good girlfriend. So I'm like, pack your bags, we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, so we go, and it's like, oh, where are we going? I'm like, oh, we're going somewhere. And then I take him to this mall, or we go to this mall, and we enter this barber shop, and we wanted to barb his beautiful hair. So it was for what do they call it? Manicure and pedicure, which I thought I was just, because now when I was a child, and I know that when I was a child, my mom, like, if she wanted to just give you the treat of your life, she would do a pedicure for you. Like, it was so, we looked forward to it. That was a treat. So in my head, I'm like, treats and manicures and pedicures. So I was like, and Jamie's leg then needed a lot
it did though. Yeah.
of washing. So when we got there, I was like, oh yeah, and then it cost 7K per person, which was 14K. But I thought, we can do this. Like, you sacrifice much more for me. Why don't I do this for you? I was so excited. I was like, oh, we're going to have so much fun. We're going to twin. We're going to sit beside each other. And then I just noticed that he had such a bad mood. Like, bring your leg, put your hand. I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Like, I was so confused. Like, did I say anything before coming here? Did I do anything? I was just like, no, I'm fine. No, I'm like, hey, God. I really wanted to enjoy this thing. Me, I was trying to enjoy my own pedicure. And then next thing he was like, we didn't have money. And now I'm paying how much for this pedicure? I'm like, my heart top. Because I really didn't have that money. I was probably going to Zoe Gary after, but I was like, manicure and pedicure. Huh?
Can you hear what she's saying? I feel like, first of all, I don't think this story is even complete because I can't remember everything, but I know something else happened that day that made me sad.
No.
And now let me tell you how I am. I'm very emotional. If anything should happen to me, any small thing, I'll just start looking sad. And Boro will not be saying I'm angry. Till today, I don't even know how you know me so well. And sometimes she cannot say, okay, no, David is angry and David is sad. First of all, I'm also hardly ever angry. I know I've gotten angry only once since we. Do you remember the day when me and Sarah were walking in front of the customs estates? No, I dragged Sarah's hand out of my hand.
What happened? Okay, you were walking out of the house and then Sarah came to beg you.
No, that's not what happened though.
What?
We were walking on the road.
But you were angry with me. You were angry with me and Sarah was trying to appeal to you.
Yeah, because you were very, very annoyed me that day. That was the only time I've been angry.
Can this face ever annoy someone?
That's the only time I've ever been angry. And till today, Boro doesn't know when I'm angry or when I'm sad. Anyways, that's another gist. Now, this one. Do you know the problem? The problem is, she knows me. At least I believe that she knows me to a large extent. I'm very basic. Basic as in, I think of necessities. She's the one that makes me, if you look at our house now, anything that you see that is flamboyant, that is, all these things is borrow. All these interesting things is borrow. Me, necessities, chair, fridge, kitchen, fan, you know, all those kind of things. But I think it's good to have a mix of them. Now, back to what I was saying. Boro paid 14K for manicure and pedicure. Ha! Me? Manicure and pedicure for what? I need money for other things. What am I doing manicure and pedicure? and the thing is, for I was like, doesn't Boro even know that this is not the time for this kind of thing? I don't need manicure and pedicure at this point. I feel like we should use money for better things. Sure, that's why I was sad. I was like, Boro, why?
Okay, so basically the moral of that argument was don't ever try to surprise your boyfriend. Don't ever try to do anything less than
Surprise.
basic.
Don't
Because
mind
we
that.
already have broom and packer in the house. I don't buy anything else.
Don't mind that. Don't mind
I'm
that.
joking.
Surprise him based on what you know he likes. Like me now, all those things don't matter to me. If you buy me
A black
something,
shirt.
if you buy me a black t-shirt, I will like it. Manicure and pedicure is not my thing. I know it's your thing. I can do it for you. But if you do it for me, it's like, no, like, you understand?
So don't ever try to make your boy. Advice to all women out there. Don't ever try to make your boyfriend do new things.
No, not. You could have done that new thing where we had extra money to spend. It's my
Yeah, but
made
the
logical sense.
brokenness was so long.
And let me tell you the problem why I was even more upset. Boro is the one that likes to complain that we are spending too much money. When I go to the supermarket and we are buying things and I want to buy maybe tissue paper, Boro will say we should buy 2. I say let's just buy 1 pack. Are we not going to finish it?
I say we should buy 1 pack of 6. And then
before it's not me that even changed you.
Hey,
Before Boro will buy 1 toothpaste, one everything, one. I say no, now let's just buy in bulk. I'm not still going to finish it. She has changed. Thank God. What was I saying just now? And the reason why I was even more sad was because if I was one that did something like that, Boro would be really upset. Spending money on something that wasn't essential. So that's why that was really a big thing. Now, next one. This one, yeah. I don't know how big. I don't know if it's a big deal. Maybe it's just the way I am.
What?
No, it's not a big deal. Boro likes to ask me questions as if she's my supervisor. Now, so
I don't like that you're talking in present tense.
Okay, before she has changed. That time. David, have you sent an email to this person? Yes. David, did you call the plumber? Maybe if I now forgot, I'll be like, no, you didn't call the plumber. She's not going to have that serious face like, why didn't you call the plumber? I'm like, I forgot now. How could you forget? What do you mean, how could I forget? I forgot. Sha. So all those things used to vex me because I'm like, first of all, and over time I've had to make her realize, or both of us realize that, like, we can actually get some things wrong. For example, like forgetting something. Right? I think time she has forgotten something and I won't even act like anything happened. Do you understand? And so somehow I expect the same for me. But she's a very kind of person. Me, I'm very kind of person. So I think that's why we're so different. But it helps actually. So I don't know if that's a ridiculous fight, but there was a time and let me not even tell you what happened. But now tried to make it look as if, no, I must never ask you anything about your work again because this is how you're always acting. And I'm like, no, ask me in a nice way. Don't ask me as if you're going to shoot me if I've not sent it, or you're going to get if I've not done it.
I was just whispering to God, my Father who loves me and gave himself for me, who loves and never judges me. Like all of you are judging me. I was just whispering to him that, God, don't let me die anytime soon because this is what you'll be saying at my grave. You did an attitude.
Wait, let me now. Okay. Yeah.
You were like, do you never do it? I don't even have that attitude. Wallahi. I don't even have that attitude. Like, I don't do, so I'm never going to ask you about it. Is that how I behave? I'm never going to ask you about it. Okay, maybe. No, if I do that face. But, see, like, I'm learning that. I'm learning to.
And it's also the kind of person that you are.
Yeah, it's how I am. Like, no, I'm not saying it's how I am and I can't change. It's how I've been for a long time. I'm very like.
And it's so much better than before, actually. So.
Yeah, I'm very.
And I mean, you can laugh about it because.
I'm logical. I'm not emotional. So sometimes I'm not empathetic. Sometimes I'm not emotionally intelligent because I'm like. I'm just trying to I'm trying to get things done, and you have to put your emotions aside, get things done, sort out your emotions later by yourself. I don't cry a lot. I don't.
Yeah, I cry a lot.
Yeah, he cries a lot. I don't take things to heart.
Because I'm in touch with my emotions.
Yeah, that's a very good thing. I appreciate that. So I don't take things to heart a lot. So I don't really expect people to. I'm just like, did you call the plumber? Or you didn't call the plumber, but we agreed that you called the plumber, and then David's like. No, he's not like that.
Good.
But yeah, I have to be refined.
And then I it's just somehow like when it's sad for me when I know that you are unhappy about something that I didn't do. So whenever I get to the point where you ask me about something and I haven't done it, I really feel sad because I have an idea what your reaction will be. Do you get? And I don't want to see that reaction, so I'm already sad in advance.
Yeah, and I keep
It's
telling
such an
you,
emotional.
don't be sad in advance for anything. I'll do better. So, or just
We're learning.
just
I'm
call
learning.
diploma. Yeah. Next ridiculous argument.
Pharmacy.
I'm not talking about. Okay, let me talk about it so that
You've turned this into arguments instead of fights.
fight is worse.
Misunderstanding, intense conversation.
Intense conversation. So this one on.
Summarize, Boro. Your stories
Okay,
are always long.
yeah, sorry. So we were just getting married and we went to the pharmacy we were going on our honeymoon. We didn't know the situation in Ghana where we went, so we wanted to just buy our
Purchase
sexual products now.
items.
And so we wanted to buy the condoms. And already, like, I'm a shy person. I am a very, like, I don't want attention. I don't want to draw attention to myself. I just want to go in and come out. So if I was doing that condom run, I would have just entered, scanned prices. I always pick the cheapest thing on the table.
Which is what me I don't like.
So just pick one thing. That's how people get pregnant, when you pick the cheapest thing. So I just pick one thing, go to the distance, pay, go out. But then David literally, like, so we walked in, David walked round.
Boro, no, I didn't walk round. The condom
Along.
place was right in front of us.
Alright.
There was just a row. I just
So
walked left
along,
right.
and then he was studying it.
Do you know why I was studying
it? Prices.
Yeah, because the prices were ridiculously
High.
away from, no, like the margin was really large. Like there was one that was like 300, and another like 1,000 something. So I'm like, why is the difference so much?
Yeah, so he was trying to like answer that philosophical question, and I'm just like, can we just pick something and get out? And then he's looking and he's like, and then you will actually bring out your phone and you're pressing your phone. Actually, I'm like,
I was trying to get information about it to make an informed decision.
and then he's like, so what should we pick? I'm like,
Now, I asked that question because me and Noboro, one, she wants to pick the cheapest one, and I didn't want to
why did you
cause a
ask
fight.
me?
Because I wanted you to give me the permission to buy the expensive one so that we'll
Yeah,
know
so
that
why
we're
didn't
buying
you just
quality.
say, can we buy the expensive one instead? This one might have more quality.
But
Especially
you
because
already
you also
inclined-
know that.
You were already inclined to the cheap. You were already inclining to the cheaper one.
So,
So I
if
was
you
trying
want
to
ask
build.
me, am I a floor plan?
So,
So he's like, so what should we pick? And then he's typing. I didn't even see what you're typing. I'm just like, are you chatting in front of a condom stand with me?
is that what you said? You didn't
No, in my mind, I'm like, with me looking you so young and underage, with all these people. And then before I answered, David tries to pick one condom, and there was condom on the floor. Started raining condom packs.
Attention!
I was going crazy. I was just like, oh my god, I need to die.
See,
And-
this thing was not even funny. Oh.
And then, okay, so if you pour condom on the floor, or sounds wrong, pour condom packs on the floor in the pharmacy, what do? You quickly pick them up. And David is like in a slow motion movie,
Don't mind
trying
that.
to pick them up, and the security person had to come and say, I have 18, and then, I'm just like, no man, which, before you already hand me the bad stuff, like, I know that you shouldn't really care what people think.
Nobody's handing it.
I just needed, like I said, I'm a sharp person. Like, you're a sharp person.
Wait, let me just move with you. This sharp thing that she's talking about. Let me just give you context in our normal life. This sharpness that you're talking about, can you define it?
You say you want to give us context now.
Because all this sharpness she's talking about, sometimes she'll be talking about street credibility and street wiseness. As if she's more street than me. Me that I was living in Shomolu. I went from Ojota to Shomolu. I also with all her. She's not more street than me, but she just has this. This house. What's your in her mouth?
What was that?
I'm like, calm down. Like, it's not. You don't have to rush it. It's rough, but take your time. Calm down. Let's go.
That's not how I be.
So, it's not
God, I need people who can represent me well, Lord.
Don't worry. Okay.
Anyway, so that was one thing, and I wasn't happy about that.
Sorry.
And it was because I cared a lot about what people said and stuff. Learning that, but also still abiding by my value of sharpness. We're looking at the laptop to decide which
No, this one.
Last two.
The last two. This one.
God, this video
Me,
is
I
already
used to
so
call.
long.
Yeah, it's already so long. 2 more. That's all. Me, I was already saying that. So me, we have different definitions for friends, right? So there's some people that, and I'm very jovial. I have a lot of friends and acquaintances, right? So I can just be talking and say, "Oh, hi, Boro. Ah, one of my friends just sent me a message," and then Boro will be upset. Wait,
Well, I'm really tired because it's not funny.
I'm joking.
You're already painting me
Wait,
as a really,
wait,
really,
wait,
really badly behaved, angry, not like this is so. I'm sad. I'm sad to the end of this play, not play. Like thing.
Yeah, let me contextualize.
I'm badly painted.
So Boro has, but now let me tell you why this thing is so funny. This thing is very funny because me, for example, I have many acquaintances, right? And I have a number of friends, right? So when I say something like, oh, and many times I make a mistake for calling my acquaintances my friends, right? And for Boro, that's a big deal because like, this person is not your friend, it's your acquaintance. This person is not your acquaintance, it's your friend. You know, Boro is like that.
You're also doing that tone. I'm not going to point out any bad representation of me anymore.
Okay, no, it's not that bad.
It's
Boro,
that bad. If you say it's that bad, it's that bad. Continue.
So Boro is always like, this person is your friend, it's not your acquaintance. Or she's always like, this person is your friend, he's not your acquaintance. This person is your acquaintance, not your friend. Boro has like, she has more serious stuff. She holds that thing really dear. And when I say, oh, this person is my friend, it's like we're really close. And sometimes she doesn't know how close we are because I don't talk as much about all the people I talk to, and I should do better with that, actually. I'm sorry. I'll do better with that, right? So I do that a lot, right? And so she just has this thing where sometimes she thinks that somebody I'm calling my friend is not really my friend but my acquaintance, and then I have to like explain and say, no, this person is my friend because we've gone way back, we've talked about this, he was there when I did that, she did this when I was this, he did this, and then Boro and I say, okay, maybe he's your friend, right? So, but I don't know, it's somehow like causes fights because she might now feel like this person doesn't deserve this kind of information. Do you understand? And the reason why sometimes it makes me sad is because like you really can't determine who my friends are because well, no, that's not how to put it. You can't determine who are my friends because many times they are not in our conversations, right? And you don't know the history. You don't know how far we've gone before now and all of that. Alright, so that's the last. That's my last one. But now I'm understanding, and let me tell you why this is so funny. Boro has many best friends. Oh, Boro, who is this person? Oh, he was my former best friend. I'm like, your former best friend? Oh, who's this other person? Oh, he was my best friend in school. I'm like, how many best friends? You can only have one best friend. But Boro has many best friends. So. And I mean, I'm okay with that. I don't judge her. I don't say, no, it's not your best friend, it's your acquaintance. But she used to make me analyze that, okay, this person.
Wow. So much to say, so little time. Let's just move to the next one. The last one was about terminology, right? When
Communication and language.
Yeah, we basically, when we got this house, me, David, and Sarah came to clean up just before the wedding. And I think you were like, because I moved my things from my former house, you moved your things from my former house, and then you were like, oh, David, Boro, do you have a bath? And if you're Yoruba, you know, or maybe Nigerian, I don't know. Bath is this like really big round thing where you can like a really big bowl, right? But what David meant was like a normal.
So no, I said, do you have a bowl?
Oh no. So David said yes. So he said, do you have a bowl? And me in my head, I'm like, yeah, bowls for bathing, bowls for like stuff in the kitchen. I didn't know he meant like
a big bowl.
A big bowl. So if he had even said a big bowl, no, I don't even remember.
Yeah, no, I said bowl actually.
Yeah,
but
so then I was like, did you mean? And I think I was also tired, but it doesn't matter. And then I was like,
she was tired.
Yeah,
So
that's
tiredness usually affects this thing many times because sometimes it might be really small things that we would have glossed over if we were happy.
Yeah,
Or
if there was, yeah. And then I was like, did you just mean to say like a bar for a big bowl? And
Can you
he's
see your
like,
face?
yes.
Can you see your face?
And then he's like, yes. And I'm like, why didn't you just say that? Why did you say bowl? Like, why do we have to go through 3 sentences before we get to the last? And apparently that's a weird thing for me to say because Sarah was like, well, what's your problem? Just say like, oh, do you mean big? Do you mean math? Do you mean maple? So yes, there's also that for me to work on. Not, I think I try to conform people to talk the way I will talk, to behave the way I will behave, which is just very psychopathy. So.
And I also many times talk about stuff in my mind context. So like sometimes it happens to me, and that's caused many things many times. So when I'm trying to describe something, I fail to describe it in the natural context, something that would apply to everyone. So I can say something with something contextual in my mind, not something in real life that somebody else can apply to. So it causes confusion many times. Like apart from that, there have been other instances where my communication hasn't been so clear and all of that, and I'm working on that.
Yeah, no.
Forgive me, please.
No problem. Bye,
Just forgive
guys.
me. I forgive you too.
Yeah, I apologize for every time that.
I apologize too. I'm sorry. I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah,
Bye, guys.
expect me that
It's not hard. It's not. Forget.
time. Alright, this video was not supposed to be this long. But
It was in 36 minutes.
just
Jesus.
this fight.
Bye.
You don't know when fight is.
Bye.
Thank you so much.